Action stations.
Okay, we got a match here. I want to show everybody on how to kite and how to push later on in the match. I'm an HIV, Henry, and tier 10 match, obviously with a couple of randoms in there. Team does not start out good. Just watch how this goes. Generally in this match, you're going to try to, focus your efforts on the southern caps because A is isolated. However, you don't want to do what our team did at the beginning to put us in this position to begin with. They did go south, but everybody went south. Also, I'm from the Tash and Kent clan, and there is a Tash Kent going into B. Please don't be like him.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Oh look, he's a Russian DD trying to cap against a Fletcher. You think he should be able to outgun that, but let's just suck some torpedoes. Oh, dead immediately. That's great. Now we have nobody in the B cap. Everybody's going down to C. Quickly, I realize that this is a very not good spot to be in.
Engine activated. The ship is on fire.
Okay, so you Kent guys that are watching, I'm going to slow this down a little bit. Actually, I beached myself here because I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to take the strategic aspect of the game and try to figure out where I wanted to go and wasn't watching for the rock. I have decided right now, immediately, that since the entire team is going down to C, somebody needs to contest B, or we're going to be rapidly losing points here. So I'm going to get out behind this rock, get myself turned around quickly here. Normally I'd recommend going turning out to do this, but I was far enough away that I figured I could do an inside turn, which on Henry keeps your guns pointed towards the enemy. If I would have turned the other way, I would have had to swing my guns all the way around, and if somebody had popped up, I wouldn't have been able to shoot at them, so that's why I turned in like this. Also, I was dark at the time. Never ever attempt that maneuver while being spotted, because you will just die. Spotted by something, figuring it's probably a Shima at this point. I'm going to go up to B, try to contest that a little bit. I'm sailing inward because I need to get a little bit closer, but I'm also not sailing too much towards the enemy because I want to be able to, when the shots are fired at me, I want to be able to turn out and avoid those shots at all times. So I know there's a Zal coming up north. There's also, oh, there's a. This is what Henry can do, by the way. Just hit the warp speed and turn in, and you'll swing the butt out and miss those torps. So I got a Zal there. I'm going to turn out, so that way he has a less of an aspect, and his shells will actually land short of me. And by turning out, I have an escape route at all times. So they're missing me because I'm angling out. If I've been angling away, I'd be getting closer to them, and both those ships could focus me, and I'd have, and then I would have to turn out, which would present my broadside. So this is one of the aspects of kiting you need to watch. Always be sailing away. Once you get to the point that you're too far away, you're not hitting your shots, so you're having a hard time spotting them, go dark, and then reposition yourself.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
As they're shooting them, turning away. They haven't hit me yet.
Deactivated.
Okay, there may be a little one. That Zal over there is doing the same thing as me. He's trying to sail out. He's a little more broadside. Pay attention to that Iowa for later. It gets to be fun. So we got all the enemy ships still, all of our ships focused at sea. Our guys are dying. We're down double points, over double points at this point. There's nobody up at A other than this Curvers, and I've decided I'm going to have to take a risk and try to cap A and do something to slow these points down. Turning out from him as well. And once I go dark like this, then I will come in and make a run for the A cap. But I wouldn't do this maneuver if I wasn't dark. If you notice that Iowa coming around that island there on the west, not sure why he would have come north other than to run away from the enemy for some reason, because he doesn't know I'm up here at this point. His guns are actually pointed away. I don't think he was even paying attention to what was going on. And once I shot him, he turned his guns around. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the terrain here, this rock. See, I turned away again. I'm going to put him between me and the rock between me and him, so that way I can shoot some at this Kurfürst down south here and try to help out our Kurfürst.
The enemy is about to win.
His guns are focused on our de Grosse right now, so I'm going to just fire away on this Kurfürst. Nobody can shoot me. We're still down double points. We just took out their I mean, we're down. They have twice the ships of us and twice the points. Here comes the Iowa. This is something I would not recommend doing in HIV. But if you get this close to a battleship, it's got some wicked AP. And torpedoes. I don't know what that guy was thinking. So now we got this down to 3v5. We're taking 2 caps.
Deactivated. The enemy is about to win.
Still pretty hairy though. I mean, we got a lot of points to make up, and we got a lot of ships to kill. I'm pretty well damaged here. So now we got a crew. Now we have a cruiser at all 3 caps, so we'll see if we can hold this off.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Salem and I focused on Mossov. We didn't even say anything in chat. That guy, hands down to that guy. Which, by the way, there's his name from Celts. Yeah, I mean, clearly focused on Moskva. Again, now I'm going bow in, which is not ideally what you want to do in an HIV when you're kiting, but at this point you need to push. Make sure you're always angled. Shells are coming in, you're going to turn into the shells. Trying to keep bow in and somewhat angled. I got 2 ships shooting at me though. Great job taking out the Fletcher there. Now this is getting interesting. The only thing you have to watch out with HIV is that the turret traverse is kind of terrible, so in between shots you turn and then you let your guns kind of catch up.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
And that's how you make your comeback. Don't give up, keep pushing, and how you kite properly. So this just kind of goes, we end up winning them out on points here. Shimmy really has no way to do anything to us other than throw some torps and hope they hit somewhere. I don't think he even has a chance to get them off. But this is a great match by a couple of people that stayed alive to the end and didn't give up. Namely the Salem, who's still alive now from Celts. The Kurfürst had a great game. And then our Moskva down there, Viper, had a great game, as well as our North Carolina. I mean, there's really 4 or 5 ships that stuck it together and pulled this one off. So hands down, or shout out to those guys. And believe it or not, the chat is actually pretty friendly on both sides. That was a great game. And this is what makes Warships fun, is when the games are close like this and you know, not a one-sided affair. Thanks for watching.